Hi everyone, welcome back to another beauty class. This is Dana with Beautique. Thank you so much for being here. I am very excited for today's look because we are going to be doing a fun and fresh look for spring. We're going to be incorporating some color and we're going to do something super fun and fresh because it's finally spring. It's finally getting a little bit warmer outside. We're finally seeing some leaves and flowers coming, and I'm really excited because I'm really over the winter, to be honest. So thank you all for joining. As always, if you have questions and comments throughout the video, please drop them in the comments below, and I am happy to answer them throughout the video. I'm going to be using a lot of awesome products today. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And I love interacting with you guys, and thank you so much for your great response on last week's video that we did with the sexiest beauty. That was one of the most fun beauty classes we've had so far, so thank you guys so much. And we're going to get started. So today is all about slaying your look for spring. So spring is all about being, fresh faced. You can, incorporate little pops of color. Fall is more about, like dark, vampy, warm, smoky looks. And in my opinion, spring is more about like color and pastels and just a bright, fresh complexion. But obviously you can do whatever you want. But today I'm going to show you something fun with some pops of color and give you a few different options that you can do. So I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to get started. So I have already prepped by moisturizing my face. So I always recommend doing your skincare, of course, before you do your makeup. So my skin is pretty hydrated right now. As you can see, I have some imperfections and blemishes that I want to cover up, but I'm actually going to be using a tinted moisturizer today. Hi, Glenn. Glenn says hi. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. I'm actually going to be using a tinted moisturizer today because for spring, I really like something lightweight and like fresh and dewy and not like full cake face, even though I love full cake face, don't get me wrong. So I'm actually going to be using a tinted moisturizer, but since I do have some, scarring and some blemishes, I'm going to conceal those first. And I'm going to be using the Cult Classic, the Amazing Concealer. This is from Amazing Cosmetics. Of course, we carry this at Beautique. My shade that I'm using is Fair Golden, and I'm going to take a very small amount of this because this is a very pigmented product. A little bit goes a very long way, and I'm just going to spot conceal my, blemishes and problem areas. You can use a brush for this. You can use a sponge, but I'm actually going to use my finger today since that's my favorite tool for spot concealing because your finger kind of helps melt and pat the product in right where you want it. And as you can see, those spots of redness and hyperpigmentation kind of just disappear into my skin. And then we're going to go over this with my tinted moisturizer. If I were using a full coverage foundation, I normally wouldn't spot conceal because the foundation, of course, would cover. But since I'm using a tinted moisturizer, which has super light coverage, I'm going to go ahead and conceal my problem areas first. Again, using Amazing Concealer from Amazing Cosmetics. And I guarantee, since I'm wearing white, I'm going to get something on this shirt. I'm going to get makeup on the shirt at some point in the video since we're using color today. I promise you it's going to happen. I promise. Yes, so there we go. It's the Amazing Concealer. Again, my shade that I'm using is Fair Golden. They have a lot of different shades. I believe on our Beautique website, I think we have 18 shades to choose from. There's a good shade range, and since this concealer is so highly pigmented, it's really crucial that you select the correct shade. They also have a hydrating version called Amazing Concealer Hydrate, and they have a little bit smaller of a shade range there because it's not as pigmented, so you don't need as exact of a match. And I apologize if you hear my puppies barking. Actually, they're not puppies anymore. They are a year old, so they are full grown, but they're having fun in the other room. So I apologize if you hear some barking. Okay, so I'm not gonna go too heavy on the concealer again because I am putting something over it, but as you can see, all those red spots and blemishes kind of just blended right into my skin tone. And you could stop here, like if you want to have a no makeup, you can just conceal any, imperfections or problem areas and then go about your day. But of course, that's not what I'm doing today. Um, so the tinted moisturizer I'm going to be using is the Complexion Rescue from Bare Minerals. When I worked at Sephora, this was one of our most popular complexion products. Andrea, hi Andrea. Andrea says, love the coverage. Yeah, this is like the most high coverage concealer that you can find. Well, that's not it. That's a lip balm. This is the most high coverage concealer ever. Again, that's the Amazing Concealer. Alex says, I'm here. Hey, girl. Hey, Alex. Thank you for joining. Um, and speaking of lip balm, this is the Smoothing Lip Balm from the Sexiest Beauty. I'm just going to throw that on while I am doing my makeup so that at the end my lips are nice and hydrated. And it has an applicator like this, and it smells like vanilla, and I love it. So I'm going to let my lips get prepped and hydrated while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. But we're going to move on to the Tinted Moisturizer. This product has SPF in it, SPF 30. It's like a pretty thick consistency since it is a moisturizer, but it's tinted, so it does have a little bit of coverage. Not a lot, but a little. And you can honestly just apply this with your fingers, but I'm going to use a sponge today just because I like that, it gives a little bit more of an even coverage. But if you're like an on the go or just really quick, no makeup person, you can definitely use your fingers. And again, the reason I'm opting for a tinted moisturizer today is because this look is all about spring, fresh, bright, dewy complexion for spring. And I don't want to do anything that's too heavy, especially since it's getting warmer outside. There's nothing I hate more than when my foundation starts to get oily and cake and crease up when I'm out in the heat. That is not cute. But as you can see, you can definitely still see my natural skin through this product, but it just gives it like a radiance and it just evens everything out. I also recommend if you are oily and you're scared of tinted moisturizers, the foundation that we carry from a brand called Be Radiance, it's called the Cucumber Water Mattifying Foundation, and we've featured it before in our beauty classes, but it's similar coverage to this. It's very lightweight, light coverage, and it'd be great for springtime if you have more oily skin. And I my whole life have been oily, but I'm more on the normal combo side now, so I'm opting for the tinted moisturizer. And I'm not using very much. As you can see, I just need a little bit more to cover my forehead, and then we are good to go. And since I put on that amazing concealer first, it covered up any of my problem areas, so I don't really need to like cake on the coverage with the tinted moisturizer. And again, that is the Complexion Rescue from Bare Minerals, but you can use any foundation or tinted moisturizer that you want. A trick that works with a lot of foundations is if you have a more full coverage foundation and you want to sheer it out, you can actually mix like 1 or 2 pumps of it with your moisturizer and create your own tinted moisturizer. So that is a tip that I recommend if you don't want to spend the money on a tinted moisturizer. Okay, so we're looking even and fresh, and the next step is actually going to be some under eye concealer. You can of course use the Amazing Concealer again, but I want to use a shade that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and this one is the same shade as my skin tone, so I'm going to be using the my trusty Tarte Shape Tape, which is in the shade Fair Light Neutral, and put a little bit under my eyes. Again, I'm not going to go overboard because I didn't put on too much foundation. And I've been seeing on TikTok, like, this new way to apply concealer. Everybody used to do, like, the big triangles, but now people are just putting it here and then, like, out here because it, like, lifts up your eye or something. I don't know. But if TikTok told me to do it, I'm gonna do it. So that's what we're doing today. Kathy Dowd. Hi, Kathy. She says, good tip. Thank you. And Alex says, that's a good idea. Yes. So if you don't have a tinted moisturizer, like I said, just mix your current foundation or, concealer or face product with your moisturizer. And there you go. And I'm just blending that in with the Smooth Blender from Amazing Cosmetics. And it blends in really nicely with the tinted moisturizer. And you could use this to spot conceal too, but again, like I said, I wanted a concealer that was the same shade as my skin tone to conceal on my face. And then I like one a little bit lighter, like 1 to 2 shades lighter under the eyes, so it really brightens and lifts. And again, you can see, like, you can still see freckles on my nose. You can still see, like, some parts of my skin peeking through, which is exactly what I want since this is a bright and fresh look for springtime. So that's pretty much it in terms of evening out the complexion. So I am going to apply some powder to set this in place, but first I'm actually going to do a little bit of a cream blush today, and I always recommend doing all your creams and liquids before you apply any powders, or else things are going to get weird if you try and apply a cream or liquid on top of a powdered face. So I have 2 cream blush options, and I'm going to set it with a powder blush later, but there's 2 I want to show you, which is the cream blush from Fenty Beauty, and then the, I forget what these are called. They're called like Cheek Pinch something. I don't even know. The cream blush from Rare Beauty, which is Selena Gomez's brand. I love both of these. This is like a thicker cream, and this is more of a liquid, and I'm going to use this one today because it's like a peachy color, which is going to go with my look today. I think. I don't even know yet wherever this is going to take me, but I'm going to take a little bit of this blush. It comes on this like cool little applicator and just put a few dots. And this is really great for like just a super quick look. You can blend it in with your finger or a sponge. I'll show you both. So with your finger, like it's really quick and easy, and it blends out super seamlessly, and it just gives you like a wash of color. You can build it up, of course, but I'm going to apply powder blush on top, so I don't need to go too ham with this, but it just gives like a really nice pop on your cheeks for spring. I think blush is like the best product for springtime because it's just like that pop of color that you can add to any look. Kathy says, in general, do you prefer cream blush instead of powder? Actually, yes, a lot of the time, just because it stays on longer for me. Like if you put a cream, obviously then it's going to dry down and stay on, and powder can kind of fade. But what I do like every day is I use both. So I put a cream blush, so that's my cream blush, and then I'm going to set it with a powder blush. So that's the key to long lasting anything, liquid or cream, and then set it with the powder. So I did the blush. I'm still going to set my face, and then I'm going to do powder blush too. Alex says, yes, I'm a fan of cream blush. Me too. I love liquid blush, like liquid and cream blush. I'm obsessed. And Kathy says, oh, wow, that looks great. Yes, I love it. And I'm going to layer it up with some other stuff. So that's that. Next, I'm just going to set my under eyes really quick before they crease. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, but you can use any setting powder you have. This is translucent, so it's not going to add coverage or make me look cakey or anything. It's just going to set the concealer in place so it doesn't slide or move or crease. And then I'm just going to dust a little bit of that in my T-zone where I would normally get oily. And then I'm going to take my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. You can use any face powder. You can use that Laura Mercier one. You can use the one we have at Beautique from Be Radiance. But I'm just going to take a really big fluffy brush and swirl it in there and just set the rest of my face. And the reason I'm using a powder today instead of like a translucent powder is because I did use that tinted moisturizer, so it's not very full coverage. So this is just going to add like a little tiny extra layer of coverage and even me out. And it makes your skin nice and smooth. And for those of you just tuning in, welcome. And I already gave the disclaimer that I'm wearing white, so I'm sure at some point I'm gonna get makeup on my shirt. Just wait for it. It will come, I promise. So the next step before we set our blush is I'm gonna do some bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And oh my God, it's green. The packaging's green. So on the green screen, it's like showing up invisible. It's really funny. But I'm obsessed with this. It smells like coconut, like it smells like sunscreen, like a beach, and I love it. This is like a neutral to cool brown color. So if you're scared of like looking orangey with bronzer, this one is a really good one to try. You can get it at the drugstore, like Walmart, CVS, Target, like anything like that. Also, you guys, I recently moved to PA, and where I live, there's not a Walgreens near me, and that's really hurting my soul because I love Walgreens. My sister and I are obsessed with Walgreens, and here we only have like Rite Aid and CVS, and I want Walgreens. But yeah, again, the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I'm just applying it on the perimeter of my face. I'm not doing heavy contouring or anything. I'm just adding some color. Again, since this is a fresh look for spring, I'm not aiming to do like heavy, like chiseling or anything like that. Always get the double chin though, #1 tip. And I'm just using my fluffy bronzer brush and applying that everywhere around my hairline. You can just sweep the excess all over the rest of your face. Whatever you want to do, honestly, you can do a lot or just, brush a little on to give yourself some color. And then I'm just blending that out with my big powder brush. Alex says, I've been meaning to try the Muru, I don't know how to say that, sorry, Butter Bronzer from Physicians. That is what this is, actually. Muru Butter Bronzer. So, oh my God, it's invisible, look. But yeah, that's what this is, and I love it. So you should try it for sure. Okay, now I'm going to set my blush with a powder blush. I have 2 shades here that I want to show you from Dome Beauty, which is one of our cosmetic brands at Beautique. They're our 360-degree clean cosmetics brand. I've talked about them in literally every tutorial so far. Their products are 100% clean, from the ingredients to the packaging to every single aspect of their brand is clean. So if you're into clean beauty, this is definitely the brand for you. And these are powder blushes. They're called Cheek Envy powder blushes. I have several shades, but the ones I picked today are Georgian Glow, which is like a corally peachy color, and Havana Heat. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to go like pink or peachy, and I think I'm going to mix them, honestly. So that's what I'm going to do. Hi, Mare. Mare from Dome Beauty is here. Hi, thank you for joining. I love her blushes, and I'm going to be using these today. I'm going to mix them, and these have like a very slight glow to them. They're not shimmery or like chunky or like, crazy. They're just the perfect like pop of color and glow for springtime. So I'm going to mix them because I want some peach and pink. And I'm going to tap off my brush, and I'm going to apply that right on top of that cream blush that I applied. And again, if you have not tried Dome Beauty, what are you doing with your life? That's what I want to know. So for spring, like I said, blush is like the best product for just like a pop of color to make you look like fresh and like you're ready for springtime. So for like to look fresh and cute and like springy, I kind of like to apply blush like more on the apples of my cheeks, which is like the round part here. Usually I like apply it upward like this, but for today I'm gonna take it more down on the apples of my cheeks. Mare says, you look, oh, thank you, Mare. Thank you so much. It's because of your blush, honestly. Let's get real. So I'm just popping that onto my cheeks. And here, if you want to shop the blush from Dome Beauty or anything from Dome Beauty, here's the link. Go to Boutique NYC and check out Dome Beauty. And this is giving me like the best like glow sheen. And I'm putting on a lot of blush today because like I said, this look is all about like the pop of color for spring. And I also enjoy looking like I have some color, like, you know, in the summer when you're outside or you go to the beach and you get a little sunburn on your face, like that's my favorite thing ever. Sunburn's not good for your skin. Definitely always wear SPF. But you know what I mean? Like when you get a little color to your face, like you just feel like cuter. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what this blush does. So again, these are the shades Havana Heat and Georgian Glow. So check these out at Boutique NYC. Okay, cool. So there's my blush. And then of course we're gonna add some highlight. And surprise, surprise, this is Dome Beauty also. This is their Luminary Glow, their powder highlighter in the shade called Majestic. I talked about this last week, I believe. Again, their packaging is totally clean, recyclable, everything. And this is like the most beautiful highlighter. It's such a universal shade, like a very fair skin tone person can use this, and a deep skin tone person can also use this, and everything in between. So it's like a really universal shade. Again, if you want to shop it, here it is. It has a really, really nice, like smooth, luxurious texture. There it is. It really reminds me of Champagne Pop from Becca, the Jaclyn Hill collab that was super famous. If you never got your hands on that, try this one out because it is actually more affordable, and I actually like it a little better because in my opinion, the texture just works better on my skin and lasts a little longer. So I'm just gonna apply that on my cheekbones. And this is not like, if you're looking for like a beaming, blinding, like strobe light on your cheek highlighter, this is probably not your girl. I mean, you can build it up to that, but this is really perfect for like an everyday glam or just like a really like pretty natural glow. It's like the perfect in between. Like you can tell you have highlight, like it's a glow, but you're not gonna look ridiculous. So Mare says my favorite. Me too. Love it too. And again, you could build it up if you want more, but I'm gonna leave it there. And I always put some on my nose because that's just what I like to do. And there we go. Okay, cool. So the complexion is pretty much done. And I know it's difficult to see just on camera, but in person, my skin looks super hydrated. It has a nice glow to it without looking shiny or greasy. I have a nice pop of color for spring on the cheeks, and we're just looking super fresh and radiant. And now, my least favorite part, as always, the eyebrows, because there's nothing interesting here. It's pretty much the same every time. So while I do my eyebrows, I'm just using this pencil from Morphe. If you have any questions while I'm doing my eyebrows or suggestions, let me know, because I don't really have very much to talk you through while I'm doing my eyebrows. And this shade is actually a little bit too dark for me, in my opinion, right now. So if the eyebrow shade looks a little off, I know, girl, I know. So while I'm doing this, I just want to take a minute to thank you all for attending our beauty classes. I know there are quite a few of you who have been tuning in every week. Alex, I know Alex is always here, and I really appreciate that, and I love interacting with you and answering your questions. And Marie, Rosa, a lot of you who always join, I really appreciate it. And I recognize you guys, and I love having you every week. So thank you guys for always participating. It does not go unnoticed, and we really appreciate it. And to everybody new who's joining, thank you so much. And we do a weekly tutorial every single week. It's usually on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. And if that time changes, we always notify you on our events calendar. But yeah, add it to your calendar, 2 p.m. on Tuesdays. Rachel says, do you ever change up how you do your eyebrows? Like if you're doing a full cake face, yes. Do you do a more bold eyebrow than you would for a more natural look? That's a great question, Rachel. Yes. So, I mean, like normally I always pretty much do my eyebrows the same. But if I were just doing a really, like a no makeup look, like if I were just doing brows and mascara and a little bit of concealer, I would go really light on the eyebrows. I wouldn't really like shape it like this and do a dark, heavy eyebrow. I would just do something really, really quick and light. And then on the reverse side, if I was doing a full beat, like full coverage, smoky eye, big lashes, lipstick, everything, I would do more of like a bold eyebrow. So it kind of should be like proportionate to the makeup look you're doing. If that answers your question. Yeah, so one down, one to go. This is the boring part, guys. And if you are new to eyebrows, like you just grew eyebrows and you're new to them, if you're like a beginner with doing your eyebrows, I recommend a brow powder, which we have one from Amazing Cosmetics at Boutique. And brow powder is just super easy to work with, and it's like gives you more of a natural look. So if you're a beginner, I recommend that. And if you're more of a brow pro, you can try like a pomade. And then like in between is like a pencil. In my opinion, pencil's the easiest, but you can go overboard quickly with a pencil, which I often do. Especially because this shade is too dark for me right now. I'm trying to use like a really light hand. I ran out of my brow pencil and I ordered the wrong color. So that's why this is too dark. But we make it work. It matches my roots, kind of. Alex says, I do my brows different depending on how intense my look is. Yes, definitely. So, like I said, it should be kind of proportionate to your look. If you're doing like a really bold, intense eye look and full makeup look, then you can do a little bit of a bolder brow. And if you are doing a more like light, natural look, you would keep it a little more natural. That's just my 2 cents. Joanne, shout out to Joanne again. You guys were so funny last week with Joanne fixing the lighting, and we got the lighting in check, so I hope the lighting is better this time. Thanks to Joanne. But she says, if you have a pretty full brow, do you still recommend filling in or touching them up? You don't have to. It really depends on a case-by-case basis. Like if you want to reshape them, like if you don't like the shape of your brows, yes, you can definitely fill them in or, you know, change the shape, extend the tail, whatever. But if you like the shape of your brows and they're already full and thick, you do not have to touch them. You can add some clear brow gel or tinted brow gel or something like that, but you do not have to, and you are blessed if you have full eyebrows. Also, make sure you don't over pluck them because you'll regret it. So yeah, they're filled in, and I'm going to use the Amazing Cosmetics brow gel, clear brow gel, which is also a lash primer, so it's a 2-in-1. And I'm going to set my eyebrows. If you guys have been joining every week, then you're familiar with this by now because I use it every single time. I'm just brushing them up so that they stay in place. And even if I'm doing like a no makeup, I just put like a tiny bit in my eyebrows. I always set them no matter what. Megan said, love a brow powder. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I prefer a pencil usually, but the brow powder is awesome for a really quick brow or more natural, or if you just don't want to deal with a pencil. So yeah. Okay, so the brows are on. The next step is going to be eyeshadow, of course, and I have a really exciting palette here that we're going to use. And like I said, I didn't really plan this out, so we're going to wing it. And you guys can help me decide which colors to use because I'm using the Fade into Hue palette from ColourPop. And this is, oh my God, guys, this is so funny. The green shades are not showing up because of the green screen. And I'm thinking if I use green on my eyes, it's not gonna show up. So maybe I skip the green for today and I just use some of the other shades. So funny, oh my God. So what do you guys think? I wanna do like a springy, like when I think of spring, I think of like Easter colors, pastel, like flowers, eggs. So what colors should I do? There's like pink, peach, like orange, yellow, purple, blue, you know the colors. So Alex says super pretty palette. Yes, it is. I wish you could see the whole thing, but the green is not showing up. I'm thinking I'm gonna do like yellow to peach to pink type of thing. Like I'm just gonna wing it, you guys, honestly. You can recreate this at home or you can just ignore me and just watch and see what happens here because that's what I usually do. I just kind of see what happens as I go. Megan said pink and gold like a champagne look. There's a thought. This palette doesn't, it has like a shimmery yellow, which I guess is like kind of like a gold. But yeah, I think I'll do that, like a yellowy into a pink. Alex says peachy or light blue and purple. I was thinking light blue and purple too, because like that's springy. I want to do them all. Maybe I'll do like yellow, orange, pink on top and like blue and purple on bottom. I don't know. I don't know. John says hi, Uncle John. John is my biggest fan and I appreciate it so much. And thank you for tuning in live. John says pink and peach. Okay, cool. Everyone's saying pink and peach, like pink and gold. Everyone's saying peachy. Okay, we'll do something peachy. I'm just cleaning my brush right now. Megan said, damn girl, go wild. Okay, if you insist. So again, like I cannot be held responsible for whatever comes out on my eyes because I don't know. Okay, I'm putting out some concealer on my eyelids just to prime them because we're doing colors and I want it to stick, of course. And like I said, I am positive that I'm going to get something on my white shirt, like colors, like pink on my shirt. I know it, I'm positive. So, okay, I'm gonna go light to dark on the outside. So I'm gonna start with yellow on the inner corner. So this is so funny, you guys. This yellow, which you can't even see. If it gets to be an issue, I'll turn off the green screen so you can see what's going on. But I'm gonna start with a little bit of yellow on my inner corner. And I apologize in advance if I'm really bad at explaining this because I don't know what type of look I'm doing. So we'll see where it goes. But I just know for spring, I really want to do some like pastel colors. So I'm going to start with yellow on the inner corner. And shout out to Rachel, my sister Rachel, for letting me use this palette because the pastel palette I wanted to use, I did not have with me right now. So, and this is looking very bright on camera. You guys are watching this unfold just as I am, so we'll see where this takes us. So basically for spring, you don't have to do this crazy look, obviously. You can just do something really neutral and pretty on the eyes and do like a pop of color on the lips or cheeks or whatever. But, you know, we're just going to take it there today. And I'm going to take that a peach color and blend it in the middle. Alex says, I just ordered a tie-dye pastel palette from ColourPop just in for spring. This is from ColourPop, so not sure if it's the same one or not. ColourPop has new launches like literally every other day, so I can't keep up, but yeah, this is from ColourPop and they have great colorful eyeshadows. So I'm just blending that peachy color now into the yellow in windshield wiper motions. And this tutorial today, you guys, is not going to be as helpful for actually teaching you how to do eyeshadow. This is really just going to be a fun spring look and how you can look like fresh and colorful for spring. If you want to learn more about applying and blending eyeshadow, we did a beauty class all about blending. It was called Blend Like a Boss. So you can go check that one out. But for this one, we're really just experimenting together, you guys, because your guess is as good as mine of how this is gonna turn out. So, but that's the fun of makeup. So while I'm doing this, I will tell you some exciting things. So we have a new brand joining us, launching at Beautique on the 1st of April. It's called Founder's Formula, an Australian skincare brand, and we're very excited to share this brand with you because it is awesome. By the way, I'm now taking this pink color. I'm using all matte shades right now. I'm taking this pink color and just blending it into that peach. And in person, it's looking really pretty. It's looking like a sunset kind of. But yeah, so stay tuned. On April 1st, we have a new brand launching. Next month or the month after, May, we have yet another brand launching. So we have some really exciting stuff coming up. Our brand evaluation program is going to open again soon if you want a chance to test and review products. So stay tuned. Alex says, how exciting, new brands. Yes, we're very excited. Cannot wait. And we love all our existing brands as well. Your favorites, you know, Dome Beauty, The Sexiest Beauty. They're not going anywhere, so don't worry. But we're really excited to have new brands join us as well. Okay, so right now we have yellow to peach to pink, so that's something. I'm gonna go back into that peach and take like a little bit of orange and just go in between those two colors again. This is all about blending, as you can see. John says, I'm liking the eyes. You blend like a boss. Thank you so much. That means the world coming from you. No, I really appreciate you being here, and I appreciate everyone who joins me every week. It really means a lot, and it's a lot of fun. So, I mean, this is looking okay, I guess. Let me know what you guys think. Again, like I told you, today, you're, you know, on the same page as me. We're just seeing what happens with this springtime look. It's really about the fresh face, so you don't have to do any of this. If you just want a fresh spring look, you can just do what we did for the complexion, pop a blush on the cheeks, and just throw on some mascara and like a lip gloss or lip balm or whatever. But we're doing like a fun sunsetty, bright pastel spring look. So, okay, so those are the matte shades. in the crease. I'm debating if I want to put some purple on the edge. Why not, honestly? Twist my arm. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm going to take a little of that like pastel purple, you guys. And blend that on the outer corner. Now you guys are going to have to help me decide what to do on the eyelid. I want to do a shimmery shade on the eyelid, but you guys are going to have to help me pick because I don't know what to do. And if you haven't noticed, I've been using the same brush for this whole look. This is, I don't even know. This is a Morphe M514. It's one of my favorites because it's like a small blending brush, but it's still like that fluffy shape for blending, but it's like super small. So it's perfect for looks where you want to do multiple colors because it's more precise. It's not like a huge blending brush where your colors are going to go everywhere. But okay, so all right, that's something. What do you guys think so far? It's very like pastel, like sunsetty. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really, guys, usually I have like some idea in my head. Today I truly, truly don't. So on the lid, I'm thinking there's this like sparkly, glittery, like orange shimmery color. That's what I'm thinking. Or I could do the green, but I feel like the green is not going to show up with the green screen. So you guys tell me what you think, because right now I'm thinking the sparkly orange. So while I decide on that, I'm going to take a pencil brush, which is a dense, small little brush that's like a pencil. Megan said the purple looks better than I thought it would. Thanks so much, Megan. Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent too. And honestly, it looks better in my mirror than it does on the camera, but that's usually how it goes. So on the lower lash line, I'm going to take some blue, like a pastel type blue color, tap it off, and I'm going to do that underneath. This has taken a turn. This is not how I thought this was going to go, but wow, okay. Kathy says, looks cool. Kathy, you should do this look. I want to see you do this look and put on your magnetic lashes and wear this to the grocery store or something. I would wear this to the grocery store. Okay, now I'm just kind of like blending the edge here, so it's like a rainbow, like it goes from yellow to peach to pink to purple to this pastel blue. Okay. Kathy says not too many people can work the yellow. I don't even know if I can, honestly, but we're doing it, so anybody can wear any color. I firmly believe that if you know how to make it work. Would I wear yellow eyeshadow just like on its own? Probably not. But if you incorporate it into a look like this, it's actually pretty easy. And I'm getting a little bit of fallout here, so I'm just going to sweep that away. I probably should have put some powder under my eyes to catch the fallout, but I'm just not on my game today, you guys. I'm just taking a little bit of a deeper blue shade to deepen the outer corner. And I have meetings after this, so I'm going to be on camera like, what's up, y'all? Like with this rainbow look. When I used to work at Sephora, I used to do looks like this all the time. But that was like normal. Like that's what we were supposed to do at Sephora. So it's kind of fun to be doing that again right now. And I'm just going back and forth with the different shades blending. This is clearly not like the most everyday wearable look that everyone's gonna recreate at home. But I'm just having fun with it. Using these you know, like spring pastel-y colors. And you can definitely make something like this wearable if you tone it down, or you can rock this, like, do whatever your heart desires. I would totally wear this out. Um, but yeah, I hope I hope you're learning something from this, whether it was about the complexion or just, you know, how to blend or incorporate colorful eyeshadows together. Um, Alex says a pastel rainbow look. It's cute. Thank you. Yeah, I actually think it's turning out pretty nice. Again, not sure how wearable it is for the everyday woman or man, but that's okay. Not every single look has to be an everyday wearable look. And that's on that. Okay, so the last thing in terms of the rainbow here would be green, because it goes yellow to orange to pink to purple to blue, and then green will kind of complete the circle here. Now this is risky because, like I said, I have a green screen, so this might make my eyes invisible, but cross your fingers because we're going in. And I'm really hoping it won't do anything too crazy, but we will see. Okay, it's not making my skin invisible yet. And I'm just using that little pencil brush. And if you've been watching my videos, you know Megan said the tip of, oh my god, she said the tip of the brush is invisible. I'm deceased. It is. That's so that's so funny. You guys, I can hear one of my family members watching my video in the other room, so I can hear myself talking in the other room. It's a mess, you guys. It's a mess. Okay, so I think that's good. It honestly, yeah. Look at my under eye. It's invisible, you guys. I'm dying. If I get close up, you can see like through my under eyes. That's really funny. Okay. Kathy Leon says, love it. Thank you. I'm just laughing right now because I used green and now my eye is see-through and I'm dead. So um, maybe at the very end, I'll turn the green screen off so you can see everything in full, because that is so funny. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should put some blue over it so it like blends away. Um, this is why for the St. Patrick's Day look, I had to turn the green screen off. Alex says, give us a glossy lip. I don't know if I have a lip gloss with me here right now, but I will give the people what they want. Okay, so I think that helped. No, it didn't. Okay, it's fine. All right, so the next and final step for the eyeshadow is to put a color on the lid. I mean, should I leave it like this? No, I shouldn't. I should put something. So I'm torn between this like shimmery pinkish purple shade and this like glittery orange shade. I think the orange will be a little too much, but I mean, like, we're already taking it there, so why not? I don't know, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna use this like light shimmery pink color and just like see what happens. Okay. I'm just like using my finger to tap this on the eyelid, basically just to cover that bare area in the center. Okay, I think that was the right choice, I think. Megan. Uh, you guys, I am out of it today. I really am. I hope you're enjoying, though. Thank you all for tuning in and participating as always. I love it. I love talking to you guys and answering your questions. So I think that we're good on the eyeshadow. So yeah, this is our colorful look for spring on the eyes. I'm of course gonna add some liner and lashes. So let's do that now. I've been raving for the past couple weeks about this eyeliner from Kiss. It's called the Lash Glue Liner. This is one of the greatest things I've ever used. And I say that a lot, but I'm so serious about that because this liner, it goes on and dries matte, which I love because I don't love like a super shiny eyeliner. And your lashes stick right on it, and it's like incredible, and it blows my mind every time. So I'm just gonna apply a thin line, stick on my lashes, and then I'm gonna do a wing afterwards. And this is just like a felt tip pen liner, and I love the shape. It's really easy to apply. And as usual, I can't talk much while I do this. Very concentrated. Okay, so I have the line, and as you can see, it just makes my eye look so much more like open and visible. I'm now going to take the lashes. These are, I think these are from Ardell, and I'm going to just literally drop them on my eye, and I'm going to use tweezers to just position them in place. And that's it. And now the lashes are on. And they always look better in person than they do on camera because it's a little bit difficult to see the style of lash through the camera. But guys, look at the difference. No lashes versus lashes. They make a huge difference. And I'm, of course, going to add a wing afterwards. But they stick right on and they're secure, and I'm obsessed. Joanne, our hero Joanne, she says, I stepped away for a few minutes. Wow, really like this look. I think it's super fun and not too over the top at all. Wow, thanks. Yeah, like it's definitely very colorful, but like you could still wear this. I mean, I would. So you should too. You should practice if you are interested in colorful eyeshadow, but you're scared to try it. Just try it. When I was learning to do makeup, I would wait till the end of the day, like the nighttime after my day, and I would put on makeup and do crazy looks at night and then just wash it off or like take a shower and then wash it off. But that was like my time to practice. So that's what I recommend. Trying not to tug at my eye too much because that is not good for your delicate eye skin. Okay. And now we're going to drop on the lash. Just eliminates the need for lash glue. It like blows my mind every time. And then just push it down with my tweezers. And then just gently press it into place. And these lashes have some mascara on them because I've been wearing them several times at this point. And I'm going to be sad when I have to throw these away because I really like these, but they're Ardell. They're from the drugstore, so they're affordable, and I will repurchase because I love these. And now the lashes are on. Rachel said, about to replicate the look once I get my palette back. So yeah, this is Rachel's palette. So shout out to Rachel. So yeah, I'd like to see you replicate this. I'd like to see you try. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God. Okay, so the last step for the eyes is I'm gonna use the mascara from Dome Beauty, tried and true, one of my faves, to blend my lashes with the false lashes. Megan says, have you ever stabbed yourself in the eye with a tweezer? Probably. I use really dull tweezers when I do that just to be safe. I don't use like super sharp tweezers. Like I don't use the same tweezers that I would use for my eyebrows. I use really dull, like blunt tweezers. So, no, I don't usually stab myself in the eye, but I have before. Just be very careful. If you're a beginner, don't use tweezers. They make like plastic lash applicators that are much safer for beginners. So that's what I recommend. And I was just pushing down the corner just to make sure it doesn't pop up. Rachel says, has your dog ever eaten your lashes? And that's a dig because the other night I took off my eyelashes. I was in the living room enjoying a TV show with my family, and my lashes were bothering me because I had them on all day, and I took them off and I put them on the table, and my dog Ryder ate them. Like he swallowed them whole and ate them, and I was really blown because I really liked those eyelashes, and my dog ate them. So hope that answers your question, Rachel. Okay, so I'm debating whether or not I want to do under eye mascara. Usually that's a no for me. Oh my God, I forgot to do the wing. You guys, how could you let me? How could you let me forget? I'm just going to take my Anastasia liquid liner and go over that eyeliner and do a little wing. So I'm just going over that line, and I'm going to do a wing at the end. And again, I apologize. I cannot talk while I do this. It's full concentration. Okay. And a lot of people ask me how I do my wing. It honestly, the best answer I can give you is that it takes practice. It took me years to be able to do a wing quickly. And yeah, it really just takes practice. But I love this eyeliner from Anastasia. Okay. I think we're good there. Okay, so I'm gonna do a very small amount of mascara on my lower lashes. Nothing too crazy. Because I really like to keep my lower lash line like bright and open. And again, this is the mascara from Dome Beauty. It's called the Black Magic Mascara. Andrea says, so for the wing, looks like you go to the top of your lower lid. Is that right? So pretty. Thank you. The top of your lower lid. You go to the top of your lower lid. I go from like the very edge, like the corner of like where my top and bottom lash line meet, and like flick it upward towards my eyebrow. I hope that answers your question. um, John says, did I miscount or did you use 3 different liners? You miscounted. It was 2 liners, so I used the not magnetic, the lash glue eyeliner, the sticky one that to stick my eyelashes on, and then I used the Anastasia one to do the wing because I don't want to waste the sticky adhesive liner to do the wing. So that's why I used 2, but you could totally just use 1 if you don't have 2 separate ones, obviously. Okay, so like I said, I'm just gonna do just a little mascara on the bottom. I don't like to do a lot on the bottom. Got it, thanks. You're welcome, and thanks for your question. Okay, so the eyes are done, everyone. Look at that. That's where the green is. You can see through it. But from back here, you can see all the colors, I think. So the purple got lost a little underneath the liner, but it's fine. I still think it's very colorful and springy. So the final thing that we're going to do is a lip color. And I brought 2 options. So I have a nude and I have a pink. So these are both from the brand called The Sexiest Beauty. And this is the Matte Shine lipstick. So the traditional lipstick in a tube. This is a nude color. It's called Naughty Nude. And I'll swatch it for you because I don't know which one I should do. So this is a nude color, and this is a little bit shinier and more neutral, obviously. And then this is the Matte Sheen liquid lipstick, and this is matte, and this is a pink. So I'm kind of feeling the pink with this just because it's spring and it's bright. Joanne says, I love this a lot. Wow, thanks so much. I like how it turned out too. Again, don't know how wearable it is for everyone, but that's okay. Not every look needs to be wearable. Alex says pink. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the pink too because it will tie in with the eye look, definitely. Yeah, okay. Megan says nude. John says pink. So it's 2 to 1, 2 against 1. I think we're going to do the pink. Sorry, Megan. If you recreate this, which I'm sure you will, you can do a nude lipstick. So. Yeah, I definitely I like the pink a lot. And I'm just being really careful to apply it in the lines because once this dries down, it will not move. So you want to get it right on the first time. See, as you can see, I just press my lips together and it doesn't transfer because it's already dry and it's not going anywhere. So. Candyland who? Candyland is quaking right now. The pink reminds me of 13 going on 30. Yeah, like when she's getting ready and Whitney Houston is playing and she goes to that party and then they dance Thriller with Mark Ruffalo, and yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, I think we're good on the lipstick. Larissa, hi Larissa, thanks for tuning in. She says, what can I use? Eyeshadow colors, what can I use instead of yellow to get your look? You can definitely use like a peachy color, like the peach color in the middle. You can just take that all the way in. You can do a green if you don't want to do yellow. Or you can do like a light, like a white, like champagne-y color. I don't have one in front of me to hold up, but I would do like maybe like a light gold, like a whitish gold. Anything that's like in the same vicinity, like a light like champagne-y gold, I think would be really pretty instead of yellow. Or you can do green instead of yellow if you're doing like this rainbow look. But I would recommend like a gold or like a really light, like white champagne-y gold, if that makes sense. But good question. Alex says, super wearable pink. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely bright, but if you do like a neutral eye and then this lip, like that's perfect for spring if you want something more wearable. She says bold but wearable. Absolutely. I mean, the camera isn't really doing it full justice because in person, like it's definitely colorful, but I mean, I would still wear it to be honest. So yeah, okay, the very last step will be to set this face in place. And I'm just using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And you guys, that is the final look. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Today was a little bit different. We did something a little more colorful and fun. But if you cover up the colorful eyeshadow, it's a perfect, bright, fresh, dewy look for spring with a pop of color on the cheeks from the blush and a pop of color on the lips from the lipstick. And yeah, so don't be afraid of color. You can totally do this for spring or summer. You could do it year round, but we're in the season with the bright colors now. Andrea says, so springy. John says, woohoo, very nice. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. As always, it's always a lot of fun when I get to answer your questions and engage with you guys. So thank you so much. You can shop a bunch of these products, Dome Beauty, Amazing Cosmetics, The Sexiest Beauty. You can shop these all at Boutique NYC. Alex says, you look great. Oh, thank you. White shirt looks fresh too. Oh my God, you're right. I didn't get anything on my white shirt. So that's a success. And I guess I will end on that note then. So thank you guys again. Make sure you tune in next week. Like I said, it's usually Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. But go ahead and subscribe to our events calendar on boutique.nyc to always be notified. We also notify you via email if you want to subscribe to our email list. So thank you guys so much. And I hope you enjoyed this springtime look. And I will see you next week. And have a great, if you celebrate Easter, have a great Easter. And everyone else have a great week. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.